I'll tell you this, if Clarence Hill could not tweet anything for the next 8 hours, I sure would appreciate it so I could enjoy my evening. What's up, everybody? Welcome into a DLLS Cowboys emergency podcast. And let's get right to it. I always ask, is it the hot dog or is it the bun? And this news is going to be the bun.
Now, this is a hot dog bun.
I think it's a hot dog, too.
Our very own Clarence Hill told you 3 to 4 weeks, high ankle sprain on CeeDee Lamb. And now our very own Clarence Hill is going to tell you what about Tyler Booker, your rookie first-round draft pick starting right guard.
Yeah, it's been a day from hell for everybody, right? I was trying to get back. I had a 6 a.m. flight. They got diverted to Oklahoma City because of the weather and because of they couldn't get it. They needed gas. And I get here, I'm trying to take a nap and to go out to the locker room. I come to the locker room and I walk to the locker room. Everybody's already in there. And I see Tyler Booker strolling by me, scooting by me.
Oh, double scooter situation at the start of the day.
Scooting by me like, I'm going to put that in my little hat, right? Put that in my hat. I see somebody work for the medical staff. He said 3 to 4 weeks. I said, cool. Wait till after the press conference. Did not mention it in the Shotty press conference because nobody else got it. They're not going to ask. Shotty was asked after the press conference, any more injuries? Oh, we're still waiting on some guys. Boom. Scoopage. No one else got it.
Scoop. Tyler Booker, 3-4 weeks. CeeDee Lamb, 3 to 4 weeks. Ali, how is your mental health right now?
Oh, man. Don't even ask me that. What I want to know is what's going on with the ankles of Cowboys players. That's what, 3 now in like 8 days? At Cooper Beebe and CeeDee Lamb and now Tyler Booker. Can we get Jesse Holley to donate his ankles? I mean, he's probably got the best of us. So, no, it's really unfortunate. And now you're down 2 key starters right away come Sunday night when you play the Packers. And there's adds to the injury list. And I mean, looking at the depth chart now, TJ Bass is the guy up to step up. I mean, how do you guys feel about that?
Well, that's the thing it's the problem with the offensive line is it's 2 starters. Okay, you got 2 backups now on the offensive line, in addition to the Lamb outside. And the offensive line is always the major issue with this team. And you drafted Booker to be that anchor to replace Zach Martin. And now you're having to go with TJ Bass or maybe Hakeem Adeniji. We'll see. You know, obviously Bass is the one on the depth chart as the primary backup, but Adeniji is a veteran who started at guard and started at tackle. And we'll see, you know, I don't know if Bass is a better guard than Brock Hoffman, you know, who started 6 games at right guard last year. So, you know, I doubt they're going to try to move Hoffman back to guard, move Bass to center, you know, to see who's the better guard, because then you're replacing 2 stars doing 2 different positions. But this is not what you want against a Packers defense, Packers team, let alone the Cowboys season. But this Sunday, their defense line is pretty good with Michael Parsons on Gary and those guys coming in here. Pretty good. And now you're struggling in the middle of the offensive line with backups at center and guard.
See, and now we may need to adopt the strategy from the show today. You may just tell Dak, go get some chicken pox, get you maybe a little food poisoning, a little just, you know, you got to do what you got to do to take care of yourself and get ready for the rest of the season. No, I do think the one thing I would say, I
want me some glory hole.
Yeah.
Is center and guard is about the best thing on the roster that the Cowboys are actually prepared to absorb an injury. Now, I mean, with the way this defense is playing and with the way that the offense like already has to be absolutely perfect, taking anything away from that is not good. But I do think that the coach who has shown me the most, that I have the most confidence in, is Clayton Adams and what they're doing with the offensive line so far. And Hoffman and Bass are the backups on this team that you probably feel the best having them play in football games. But at the same time, like, this is just when it rains, it pours. I mean, you're going to take an offense that already has to carry everything for this team and say, also do it without your first round pick and do it without your starting center. That's just tough. And if that don't tell you that God ain't having it with Jerry right now, I don't know what will, Clarence.
Yeah, I know. And doing without the one receiver. And, you know, it's funny because they've run the ball well, right? They've run the ball well because CeeDee and Pickens. But now, if you don't have to worry about CeeDee and Pickens, maybe teams don't have to double outside. They can, and then those running lanes won't be as free for with Javonte Williams, and then you have now you're trying to run the ball with two backups on the offensive line. So this just whole messes up everything. And yeah, God is not smiling on Jerry because he's been so smug. He's doing another podcast today with Alex Rodriguez.
We saw A-Rod just
Oh, I was like, is there a local media person that I should know that I don't know?
No, A-Rod is here at the Star. He's trying to stay in the bathroom. He's hid from us. He didn't want to talk to him because I tried to, we was trying to bird dog him before the Charlotte press conference, and he didn't want to talk to us. So they told us I said we'll leave him alone. We ain't gonna mess with Alex. But Jerry's sitting down with A-Rod. Does he talk to everybody? And that's the thing about it is like last year he did not talk after road games, especially road losses. But he went in the locker room because he's trying to sell that Sunday night game, right? He's still trying to sell that Sunday night game with Micah Parsons, still talking about we're a playoff team and we're going to trade these picks for players and just win a damn game. I wrote in my story today, it just reminded me of Jim Morris saying, playoffs. Yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm just trying to win a damn game. Just win a damn game. I mean, right now it's going to be tough for the Cowboys to win games at all.
I hate every single one of you in the chat. Tank, baby, tank.
Get your draft season ready.
What's the draft board looking like? Get started on draft season. We got to watch college football real hard now to see who we getting. Clarence won't let me do that, okay? We're worried about the Green Bay Packers. Clarence decides when I'm allowed to talk draft, and all I know is that it's not yet, okay? We got to go play the Packers, and then we got the part of the schedule where we need to scrap and claw and get some stuff figured out. Because the Jets, the Panthers, the Commanders, the Broncos, the Cardinals, the Raiders, that's a 6-game stretch that's havable, okay? Not the way they're playing so far, but that's a 6-game stretch that's havable. So I'm going to need them to figure it out with Pickens. I'm going to need them to figure it out with Bass and Hoffman because Clarence ain't going to let me go drafting yet, okay? We got to win 3 of them things. We got to win 3 of those 6. So George Pickens, it's time to be CeeDee, okay? 4, it's time to be perfect.
I want to add one more thing too, and Clarence, get your take on this as well. You mentioned the run game, how it could affect there. I mean, Dak Prescott. I think we were talking about earlier as well after the show. Dak is not running the way he used to, moving the way he used to. I mean, maybe spurts here and there, but how much of that do you think it impacts now, knowing you're down 2 key starters in the middle offensive line?
Well, I mean, they're not going to sit up and start running that. They're not going to start doing the zone read now, and they didn't really do that back then like that. And I just don't want to see more passes to Ferguson. Okay, I just don't need more. I don't need 13 catches for 80 yards. I mean, this is Witten's pass. This is Witten's path to the Hall of Fame. I mean, he had 100 catches and 3 touchdowns. All that little junk and don't bust no butt. Don't get into the end zone. What's it for? I mean, and we were talking to Shotty today, and he keeps talking about how they couldn't make plays because Chicago was keeping a lid on everything. Okay, keeping a lid on the big plays.
That's what your defense is supposed to be doing.
Exactly. Exactly. Why are you not keeping a lid on big plays? How's it easy for them to do it and you can't do it? That's so frustrating to me. How can they keep a lid on big plays when you got better receivers? But it's mind-boggling. But yeah, it's going to be tough without CeeDee. It's going to be tough without without Booker. Booker, the guy that they drafted, because somebody said they weren't going to draft the guard. Well, they drafted the guard, and now he's out. And now he's out with BB, and that interior line, which was the strongest part of the line. You're talking about Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker. That was the strongest part of this line to protect Dak up the middle. And you look at some of those runs. The big run that Javonte had last week was right up the middle. Right behind those guys, and now that part is gone. And so it's going to be a struggle. You were talking about these games they got to win. Everything's a struggle. It's why I pointed to the Chicago game. Is you got to win this Bears. You got to win that on the road, right? And then you're going to the Jets, and so when you can't stop anybody, every game is in the balance. Do you think the Jets game is going to be easy? Carolina just boat raced Atlanta, and Carolina's still mad that Jerry Jones had a party for Jimmy Johnson at their house, and they won't pay back for that a couple of years ago. You remember when he announced the Ring of Honor at their house, and they still want payback for that. And so they got a young up-and-coming team. They're feeling good, even though they don't have no chance. They feel good about their future. Everything is up in the air, and you talking about going on a winning streak. I mean, this could be the beginning of a long losing streak.
Yeah, and I mean, if you don't get it together in a hurry without some really, really important players, then we are going to get to the point where we're going to realize that it's about next year real fast. And I know a lot of people are already there. I just don't want to be there. I think in my rational brain, yeah, this season looking pretty darn sunk, but I'm just going to hope for a miracle. I'm going to hope that people figure out where they're supposed to be on plays, and I'm going to hope that they find a way to keep this thing going even without CeeDee Lamb, and they put the ball in the end zone a bunch. And I'm just going to blindly hope for that, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the sell job, which is going to sound something like this. Now then you think about it, and it really is when we add Lamb, that's adding. That is like trading for the a top receiver. And when we get Booker back, that's like having another first-round pick. Mingo now, he's a real number one, Mingo, and he is. And now we got CeeDee and Mingo and George, and that's one. That's 3 ones there. And then when we get Booker back again, that's a 1. We get ones. It's really, we're adding 5 or 6 or 7 first-round picks right there at the deadline, and that's what you got to. Like, I'm ready for the sell job, and I kind of need the sell job in my life because right now I'm not in a great place.
And let me quickly. Shotty's been great with the meeting. He's trying to be upbeat and say the right thing, continue to be humorous. He may have stepped in a little bit today because he was trying to be funny about Michael Parsons. He was asked about Michael Parsons. He said, "Who?
Who?
Oh, you got a little bulletin board material, huh? Who? Huh? Michael's who? You know what's going to play well in Green Bay this week? They already got enough stuff out there. Let's go play well in Green Bay. Talking about who? So it's not Michael who. Remember Zeke who? It's now with Michael who.
Mike ain't no good. Local Cowboy analyst talker man who's totally unqualified at everything says Mike ain't good. Ain't nobody worried about Micah. But Dak, get the chicken pox. 2-3 days, little poison ivy. 2 or 3 days, stomach bug, something like that. Don't be afraid of it now. So that's the deal. Is 3 to 4 weeks, high ankle sprain for Tyler Booker. Matches up exactly with CeeDee Lamb. These reports brought to you by our buddy Clarence Hill. Scoops. He brings them to you. Thank you, men, and enjoy your evening. Clarence, if you find out anything else tonight, don't tell me.
Man, I'm trying to go to sleep, man. I've had no sleep
early.
Don't do it. All right, thanks for stopping by, everybody. We love you. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, including everyone on the Cowboys roster. So be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
We all silly like the man.